Hello, hello, hello. This will be more like a soft-spoken video. Might not be strictly ASMR, but we are outside today in downtown Pasadena at Grant Park. Um, I think I'm gonna go to the Huntington Library later, so I'll be keeping track of my timestamps over here in my notebook. And I'll start off just by talking a little bit about the day I had yesterday. I went over to Crooked Path. Hi, Eve. It's good to see you. And they had a psychic fair going on. So there was people giving readings and energy healings. And there was this amazing Russian couple there, and I was really lucky that I got to get their help. Oh, of course. I've actually been having, all things considered, I've been having a great time. Hi, Fernanda. I was getting a little bummed out yesterday whenever I posted that video. You know, it's just been a lot to deal with, but honestly, like, waking up on the Angeles crest. Hi, Clark Smith. Yeah, I'm okay. I'll survive. I'm resilient. Um, I went Black Friday shopping yesterday too, and I found this pair of Steve Madden boots that I'd had in the 90s that when I moved out here to California, they got dry rot in the heels, and the heels fell apart. So I got boots to replace that. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe that finally they had those boots again. They're black, they're knee highs. They have like those chunky heels with the platform. It's a very classic style, so I'm glad that it came back around again. So, shall we get started? It's true, East Coasters don't play. I'm from Atlanta. They don't play in Atlanta, that's for sure. But I'm gonna use my Lenormands today. And we'll start out with the sign of Aries. I'm actually I got this shirt yesterday with the Hello Kitty horoscopes on it. Oh, thank you. I got it at Box Lunch, and I'd never been there before, but it's a really cool idea. They donate part of the money that you spend there to make sure that kids get lunch. So that's really cool. Kind of like this angle. So some of my videos might look like this for a while. I'm not sure how long this is gonna last, honestly. It is coming up on the top of the month. Alright, Aries, what do we have here? Tree, there's a situation in your life that's been building for a long time. This could have started in early childhood. It could have also just been something that is cumulative over time. Oh, hi, Super Queen Bee. Thank you so much for coming. It's so good to see all of you guys. Ah, the next card that we have is the dog. The dog is all about loyalty. So it looks like we have a long-term loyalty situation for you, Aries, that's relevant at this time. Let's see what this last card is. Oh, the clouds. All right, so there might be actually a situation that for a long time has been very loyal, but currently there's trouble brewing. And what I would invite you to do in that situation is remember the good times. You know, this will pass. These are storm clouds, you know. It doesn't rain forever. But this is a long-term situation. And the clouds is not the mountain either. The clouds is a temporary situation. So Aries, I invite you. I know as an Aries, sometimes there's a tendency to be a little impetuous and focused on the self. I say that in love. I don't say that because I don't also have flaws. But just remember that long-term situations will be there for you long-term. But that doesn't mean that there aren't going to be hiccups and speed bumps along the way. All right, let's move on to the sign of Taurus. And I'll end up pulling like the whole deck as we go through. Got the deck right here. And what do we have for you, Taurus? We have the book. Oh, hi. Welcome. G.N. Mahendra Kumar. Thank you for coming. So Taurus, the book can be secrets or hidden information. It can also represent the knowledge that you hold. I chose to put a closed book here, so that can definitely be secrets. There's luck. Oh. So Taurus, sometimes a book and clover together could be like insider trading type energy. Now, of course, it doesn't have to be based in dishonesty, but there's lucky information here. What is the third card? Oh, Taurus, you have dirt on somebody who's very powerful. That's what the bear card is about. The bear card is a powerful person. So it looks like you have some lucky insider information about this powerful person, for better or for worse. And of course, I'm going to trust you with your Taurian jurisprudence to use that as you see fit. Taurus are pretty level-headed, so I don't think you guys are going to be destroying anybody's life with that, unless it's warranted. So now we're going to move on to the sign of Gemini. Yay Eve, yay Gemini. All right. Ooh, cut the deck right there. What do we have? Gemini. We have the snake. Now, the snake can be betrayal. It can be underhanded dealings. It can also just be like things, currents running under the surface that are not clearly apparent. Things that might be hiding from you and could end up being a little dangerous. That's the snake. The birds is not just about social groups, it's about the communication that occurs among social groups. And so what we have here is there's possible treachery going on. Birds is like meetings. This could be a Zoom conference, things like that. And the letter. The letter can be correspondence, like emails and things like that, but the letter can also represent contracts that haven't been signed. Like the ring would be when the contract is binding, but the letter can be the negotiation of that contract. So I would really pay attention in this situation, Gemini. You might be involved in a lot of meetings at work at this time and you guys are negotiating things. There could be an email chain or a group chat, and there's stuff going on in that email chain or group chat that you might want to distance yourself from at this time or not disclose as much information about yourself because it could be used against you. So those are some things to think about in regards to those energies going into the month of December. And now we're going to move on to the sign of Cancer. Cancer. Oh, good. That's good to know, Super Queen Bee. Oh, wow. Eve, best of luck with that. That sounds very exciting. All right, Cancer, here we go. I'm going to pull these from the bottom of the deck, because why not? And we'll start over here. Oh, the other. You could be dealing with a spouse, a partner. This could be another family member. It could be a friend. It could be a roommate. It could be a boss. The other card just represents the way that others mirror us back to ourselves. And can represent, this is a non-binary Lenormand deck, so I put self and other instead of man and woman. We have the child. So this could be an adult child. This could be your child. You could be dealing with a child at this time, Cancer. But the child also represents things that are new or things that are becoming simplified. So you could also be really simplifying your interactions with other people. Or you could have new people coming in. You could have a new person coming in at this time. And this is going to be very good. The Sun is like the best card that you can get in the Lenormand. So this could be really good interactions with your child at this time. This could be, this could even be pregnancy for some of you, but that wouldn't be like the only meaning here. That's just one of the things that could be represented by that. But a lot of you Cancers are going to be making a new friend. It's going to be very good for you at this time. That could even be like a friend that you end up starting a business with. Lenormand is pretty simple, so you know. And I do apologize for our loud canine friends. They don't have the same frontal lobe to work with that we do. Use their discernment, and we are outside, so I guess that's fair. I've seen some of the best dogs this morning, honestly. People in Pasadena have like really good dogs. All right, so now we're gonna move on to my personal favorite, which is the sign of Leo. That's just my sun sign. That's why it's my favorite. All right. Oh, wow. Well, you're going to be successful in assessing that group of friends, Super Queen Bee. It's going to be to your benefit, for sure. You might even be making new friends. I love new friends, don't you? Okay. Wait. It's too much pressure. Okay, cut the deck. And start in the middle. Oh, money. So the fish is money and resources in general. Just like how Jesus split it all up on the mountain so that everybody would have some. We've got, oh, something's eating away at your money, Leo, at this time. And there are things right now for you, Leo, that are eating away at your establishment and your money. Now, unfortunately, I know for myself this is the case, and I cannot sugarcoat that for you. But the mouse is like nibbling. So these resources are being nibbled away, but the anchor in the fish, that is still a very established energy. So in regards to whatever this is that's eating away at your resources, I think it's the kind of thing where, like with a rodent infestation, you're going to need to target these things a little bit at a time. It's like a constant and ongoing process of getting this out of your life. And it just takes effort. And it's hard, but you know that I'm going through it with you, so we'll be okay together. All right, let's look at my other favorite sign of Virgo. Virgo is my ascendant. And I know Virgos. I really enjoy their company. They're very like level-headed and balanced people overall. Yeah, Virgo Nation, let's go, Clark Smith. All right. Wait. This one from here, this one from here, and this one from inside the deck. All right. We've got the Tower. So the Tower, oh, Clark Smith. I am Leo Sun, Virgo Rising, and Scorpio Moon. So Scorpio season has been so exciting for me. I'm glad we're in Sagittarius season now, honestly. I'm going to my friend's birthday party later. Yeah, Virgos are awesome. My kid's a Virgo. So the Tower can be government, it can be control. It has to do with, of course, situations where there's a separation. So this can be government, corporations, it can be you exercising control and separating yourself from situations. Oh, Clark Smith, that's crazy. That's like my big three, but all switched around. That's so cool. Thank you for sharing that. We have a visitor. So the writer can be somebody bringing in information or help or something like that. This could be government aid potentially, but it could also be somebody in a position of authority coming to visit. Let's find out the third card. Oh, to your house. Well, this is very objective. So this doesn't give us a lot of information about qualification, right? Good or bad. But this could be a few things, like this could be somebody coming to inspect your house, especially if you're getting ready to sell it. I would say it could be like a home loan, except we have the writer here. So that would be like somebody actually physically coming to the place where you are. Probably your house. You might be installing a security system where you're controlling who comes and goes from your property. That's also possible. And like I said, the Tower it can be control, it can be government, it can be corporations. It's about power and authority. So this is somebody in a position of power and authority coming to visit you, Virgo. All right, Libras. Libra. I like Libras too. Like I said, Clark Smith, I've been seeing some great dogs today. I bet you have a really good dog. What kind of dog is it, if you don't mind my asking, if you feel like sharing? I would love to know. I love to know about people's pets, of course, because who doesn't? And like, you can ask about people's pets and it's not creepy, but if you ask too many questions about people's kids, sometimes it kind of borders on like, wow, that's a little too much. People's motivations around pets are usually pretty pure. And that is what makes pets so awesome. Love pets. Like to have one myself someday. Now, I've had pets in the past, and I like other people's pets better. I like to go and visit them, and then I don't have to be responsible. Anyway, let's move on to Libra. Oh, Wow, that's quite a mix, Clark Smith. That Canon Corso. How is the temperament? Sometimes they can be really nice, but I think they're trained to be like guard dogs or like. Oh wow! Oh, that's so cool. Thank you for sharing that. Oh, yeah, that's awesome. Oh, I'm glad to hear that. All right, Libra. Ooh, okay, so there are obstacles surrounding mobility for you right now, Libra. We've got the ship and the mountain. So this could be a big trip that you're taking, but it could also represent something like having issues with your car or other issues surrounding mobility, because the mountain is obstacles. And we have the heart. This could be a long distance relationship for you, Libra. This could be that you want to be able to go and visit this person because you love them. This could also be your love for travel, and there have been obstacles to that. So if you're somebody who, especially prior to 2020, traveled a lot, you might be dealing with some issues at this time regarding your ability to travel. But the heart is anything you love, anything you're passionate about. So this would not be like traveling for work or anything like that. That would just be, you know, for the love of the game. But it does very much look like a love reading where there are obstacles regarding mobility that are affecting your ability to see the person that you are in love with. We're in a very connected age, and the mountain does represent obstacles that are very stable and seem very permanent. Excuse me. But keep in mind that over time, even the mountains are eroded down into hills and finally flat by the elements. Water, the rains, even tectonic shifts affect these obstacles. So there are other things that are going to be affecting that other than just the obstacle of distance or mobility. Okay, let's move on to the sign of Scorpio. Boy, you Scorpios have really been brave this year. We had the eclipse season was in Scorpio this year. In 2017, it was in Leo. And so the eclipse season in 2017 and again this year, 2022, both of those have been extremely hard on me. And I can only imagine how hard they've been on everyone else as well. So my heartfelt support and love goes out to all of you at this time. We're getting down into the skinny part of the deck now that I've been pulling these cards. Okay. Let me put the timestamp. Scorpio. A gift or a flirtation. So the bouquet is usually a positive card. It can mean flattery though, so be careful. Oh, the ring. So this is a commitment. So somebody might be making an offer of a commitment to you at this time. And there's a lot of warm, fuzzy feelings around this. So it could be romantic, but it doesn't have to be. This could be related to business as well. The lily. So lilies in the bouquet. Lilies can be associated with things like people being elderly. So this could be somebody adjusting their will or their end of life plan to better accommodate you, Scorpio. That's possible. The lily can also be about fragility. So there could be a situation where there's kind of a unstable arrangement, kind of a legal arrangement that is not fully fleshed out, or there are other things about it that make it not very secure, because the lily can be kind of fragile. The lily can also be vulnerability. Somebody could make themselves vulnerable to you through this offer of a commitment. So all of those things are possible. All right, let's move on now to the sign of Sagittarius. Happy birthday to all my Sagittarians who are celebrating that solar return soon. Let's see what we have for you here. Ooh, the key. So you'll be getting the key to unlock a situation at this time. A key to unlocking part of the self, perhaps. This card of the self is all about your relationship, of course, to yourself, and the light, that the beacon that you shine out into the world, and how that affects everyone around you, and your perceptions of your place in the world. Now, this would not be the way that things are mirrored back to you. That would be the other card. But this is your perceptions of your own actions within this world. And there's the key is here. There's a choice to be made. There's a crossroads. You might be choosing between different parts of yourself. You know, there's like two wolves inside all of us, and you have to feed them something. The crossroads can be a choice. It can be that there's two different ways that you can go. It doesn't have to be two different ways, honestly. Like, look at the interchanges here. Crossroads means that you have a lot of paths open to you. And the key is going to be yourself. Listening to what the self needs. Listening to what it is that is going to unlock all of these options for you. All right. So now that we're down into the final spread of the cards, I think I'm just going to lay them out in front of me like this. So Capricorn. That's going to be Capricorn. What do we have here? The fox. Fox can be cunning. The fox can also be contract work. So freelance, or if you're like part of the gig economy, that you kind of have clients that you work for rather than a company, that's the fox represents that too. But it's also about your cunning, your smarts. The whip, this is discipline. It can also be harsh things, but obviously if you are taking part in the gig economy, discipline is crucial for you. I mean, this is a very Capricorn reading so far. No surprises here, right? Ah, the scythe. So if you are doing contract type jobs, you might be cutting out certain clients or certain work that is too hard on you, that is making your life too difficult. That's possible. If we're talking about the fox in terms of your smarts, you might just be doing this in general throughout your life, and it might be a situation where in order to cut these harsh things out of your life, you have to be quick about it. You got to be smart about it. And there's a certain amount of cunning required to really pull it off. So that's possible too. All right, we'll pull some cards for Aquarius. I've got Aquarius here, and I've got Pisces here. So Aquarius. We have the cross. The cross can be burdens, but the cross can also be divine intervention. So let's see what else is going on here. Garden is social groups. This can be your friends, your peers. It's not as likely to be your co-workers because the garden is tended by you. You tend the garden. You decide what plants are planted there. You pull out the weeds. You water, you cultivate. So there might be things going on in this cultivation process for you right now that are a bit of a burden. That's a possibility. Let's see what else is going on. Oh, the stork. Yeah, the stork is bringing things in. So if you ideally, when you're reading Lenormand, you want to see the stork and the fish together, because that means the stork's bringing you money. But in this case, the stork can also be about meetings too. This looks like drama in a social group that is causing burdens for you. That there are things going on in the garden that are bringing in trouble. Potentially drama, if not something even more difficult to deal with. So, in regards to your garden, remember to tend it carefully. Aquarius is a sign that is associated with 11th house traits like our social groups, right? So Aquarians can be very social people. And part of that is not allowing just everyone into your social circles. You have to be very discerning. And so I think at this time, you're starting to see where there might be situations that need to be dealt with within your friend groups. All right, and we made it all the way to Pisces. I want to say before I go into Pisces. I really appreciate all of you who have tuned in for the live stream. That means a lot to me. It has been a little hit or miss over the past short while, And I just really appreciate all of your support. I don't know if I could make it through this period of my life without the love and support that I've gotten from you guys. And I know that a lot of you have mentioned that you wish you could do more, and some of you have, sent me money, which I do appreciate, but I also want to let you know that I appreciate all of you who are just sending love and support and blessings and prayers. Those things do mean a lot. I love you too, Super Queen Bee. I love you, Eve. Appreciate you guys. Thank you for being here. So let's get into this Pisces reading. And like I said, I'll probably try to pop in and do a few videos like this here and there as I get the opportunity. Down here in downtown Pasadena, I do have good reception. And there's lots of public parks all over LA, so I should be able to make it work. Well, this is a very Piscean reading. All right, so we've got an ending. That's with the coffin. And what we're talking about is wish fulfillment. And the moon can be unclear. It can also be about long-term career energy, but this would be like a 9-to-5 type job. This wouldn't be like contract work like you would see with the fox, like we saw in the Capricorn reading. So if you've been looking for a job, you might find the perfect job for you, and your job search will come to an end. You will have reached your stars. There could also be, and this would be very Piscean, that some of you have been unclear up until this point what it was that you actually wanted to do. There's going to be a definitive ending coming in for that. That you either are going to figure out what it is that you want to be doing and be able to wholeheartedly commit to that, or you'll at least figure out what it is that you want to focus on. And of course, the moon and the stars show up together in the night sky. So potentially there is an ending to something that's going to be coming in by nightfall. And that could be on the night that you watch this reading. It could be on a specific night if you have, like, this is the night, this is the big deal, it could be occurring around that time. Very interesting, very open-ended reading for you Pisces. And that is going to conclude, my dear friends, the Lenormand readings for this particular video. Again, I just really appreciate y'all's support so much. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I think I'm going to go to the Huntington Library in a little while, but it opens at 10. So I thought I'd jump on here, do a video, and kind of chill at this park for a little bit, and then head over there. And then I have plans in the afternoon. As I mentioned, in the evening, I'm going to my friend's birthday party, so that'll be fun. And I will be able to wear my brand new boots. So y'all have a great day. Enjoy your weekend. I don't know where you are, but where I am, it's glorious and beautiful, and the temperature's perfect. So I wish that for each and every one of you. And I look forward to seeing you again very soon.